I keep dreaming of a man I've never met. Pale face, hollow eyes, a quiet whisper behind me. Every night he steps closer. Every morning I wake shaking. Yesterday, I saw him on my street. He stopped, stared, as if he knew me. If you're watching this, stay till the end, because what happened next still doesn't feel real.
When her eyes met, something inside me froze. He didn't move, didn't blink, just watched, like he was checking if I finally noticed him. Cars passed between us, and in 1 second he disappeared. No footsteps, no turning, just gone. But the air stayed cold long after. That night, the dream changed. I wasn't in strange hallways anymore. I was in my own room. He stood right beside my bed, too close, his face inches from mine. He raised a hand, didn't touch me, yet my cheek burned when I woke. A red, hand-shaped mark was on my skin.
I tried to calm myself, told myself it was stress, lack of sleep, but then my phone buzzed. Unknown number, one image. My bedroom, taken from the corner of the room while I slept. The timestamp matched the moment I woke from the dream. Someone was there.
I zoomed in. My sleeping face, my blanket, my pillow, and in the doorway, a tall shadow. Same height, same posture, same outline as the man from my dreams. I checked my locks, my windows, my closet. Nothing disturbed, no signs of entry. Yet someone watched me sleep. I reviewed hallway camera footage. At 3:17 a.m., the camera froze. 7 seconds. When the image returned, the door was slightly open, just enough for a person to slip through. But there were no footsteps, no sound, only the stillness of a house holding its breath. Police brushed it off. Glitch. Prank. But no one else has my number. No one else knows my dreams. And no one else looks like the man haunting my nights. Their disbelief felt like a warning. I was alone with this.
I left every light on that evening. Sat on the couch, TV on static. Needed noise. Needed anything that wasn't silence. Around midnight, the lights dimmed, the static softened, like the whole room exhaled. A slow, deep breath behind me.
I couldn't move. The breathing was right at my neck. Quiet, uneven, like he was learning how to breathe. I waited for the touch, the voice, the cold, but when I turned, nothing. Empty room, except the cushion beside me, still warm, as if someone just stood up.
I ran to the bathroom and locked the door. The mirror fogged over instantly, though the air was cold. Slowly, letters formed. A sentence traced by an invisible hand. You saw me. Not, I found you. Not, I'm coming. Just that. As if the seeing was the point.
I stayed awake the next night. Coffee, bright lights, music, anything to keep my eyes open, but exhaustion wins. I blinked and slipped under. Instantly, he was there, inches away, watching, his eyes faintly glowing like embers buried in ash.
"Why me?" I whispered. He opened his mouth. No words, just a static hiss that crawled across my skin. Then he placed something cold in my hand. A key. Old. Rusted. When I woke, my fingers were clenched. Empty. But later, the key slid from my sleeve onto the floor.
The key had a number carved into it.
13. Worn down. Familiar. I'd seen a door with that number in my earliest dreams, back when he watched from far away, before he learned how to step closer.
There's an abandoned building near my street. Broken windows, dead silence. I always avoided it, but something pulled me there. Behind it, a rusted metal door, number 13 carved deep. My hand shook as I lifted the key. It slid in like it belonged.
Inside, the air was stale, heavy. The walls were covered with photos of sleeping people, hundreds, all shot in the dark, all unaware. But one wall was different. Every photo on it was of me. Different nights, different angles, some in rooms I didn't recognize.
In the center was a new photo. Fresh, ink still wet. Me, standing right where I was now, looking at the wall of photos. Someone had taken it seconds ago, from behind me, but the room was empty. Or maybe not empty enough.
The overhead bulb flickered. The hum grew louder, warped, the same static hiss the man spoke in. Shadows crawled up the walls, bending, stretching, shaping into him before breaking apart. I backed toward the door, but it slammed shut. The temperature dropped. My breath fogged. A whisper brushed my ear. "Now you remember." He stepped out from the darkness as if peeled from it, his face clearer, wrong, stretched, like something learning how to be human by wearing a memory.
I pressed myself against the photos. They fluttered like wings. "What do you want?" I asked. His head tilted slowly. Too far, bones cracking like dry branches. "To finish what you started," he said. "You dreamed me, and dreams need space."
He touched my temple with long, trembling fingers. My mind drowned in visions, faces screaming, doors closing, black hallways swallowing people whole, memories that weren't mine. Or maybe memories he needed me to carry.
I collapsed, everything ringing. When I looked up, he was crouched beside me, face inches from mine. "Now you keep me," he whispered. "You hold the door open." His voice layered, multiple versions of him speaking at once.
Suddenly, light burst in. The door was wide open. The room emptied itself of sound, of shadows, of him. The photos were gone, every single one. The walls bare and rotting, as if none of it existed. Like the moment I left, the room closed its eyes. I stumbled home, my head heavy with someone else's memories. I tried to sleep, but the moment I closed my eyes, the dream returned. Not the hallways, not my room, the abandoned room, door 13, waiting for me again.
The photos were back, perfectly arranged, and there, in the center, a new image. Me sleeping at home, taken last night, meaning he'd been there again, watching or waiting, maybe both.
He appeared behind me in the dream, silent, cold.
"You opened the door," he whispered. "Now we share the same nights." His hand landed on my shoulder, heavy. When I woke, a bruise shaped like his fingers marked my skin.
I tried to get rid of the key. Threw it in the river. Smashed it with a hammer. Burned it. The next morning, it lay neatly on my pillow. Clean, cold, almost eager, like it knew I'd need it again.
Last night's dream was different. A final corridor behind door 13, a room I'd never seen, empty except for one frame on the wall,
blank, waiting. The man stood behind me, whispering, "You know where you belong."
The frame pulled at me. My vision blurred. My body dissolved into static. I felt my face stretching into the picture, my voice fading into the hiss. He watched, calmly, patient, as if this was always the end he was leading me to.
Tonight, I feel it again. The pull, the cold, the static crawling up the walls. He's close, closer than ever. If the frame appears in my dream again, I don't think I'll wake up. I don't think I'm supposed to.
If this video suddenly cuts out, you'll know why. If you want more stories like this, more nights like mine, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment before the dream follows you too.